Welcome back, friends. It is time for Chapter 6 of The Adventures of Sir Lancelot the Great. Chapter 6, The Knight of the Pillow. Remember, he had to wear a pillow on his bum because he took an arrow to the booty. By the time Sir Lancelot, Sir Lavaine, and Lady Elaine arrived at Camelot, Sir Lancelot was more certain than ever that he should not have accepted Lady Elaine's token. Wearing a lady's token was often seen as a mark of love, which was why Sir Lancelot never wore them. He didn't want to give a lady a false impression. And even though he didn't think Lady Elaine loved him, wearing her token might give someone the wrong idea. Sir Lavaine, for instance, had been cold and distant to him ever since he had accepted Lady Elaine's offer. He had also been rather cool toward Lady Elaine, and Sir Lancelot was saddened to think he had come between the two friends. Once they arrived at the tournament, though, Sir Lancelot had little time to worry about such matters. The tournament was about to begin, and he and Sir Lavaine had to hurry to their places for the jousting. When Sir Lancelot appeared for his first joust, and the crowds saw the cushion tied to his saddle, they all laughed and jeered. But as the day wore on and Sir Lancelot won every contest, their laughter was replaced with cheers. The jousting wasn't easy for Sir Lancelot, of course. His wound hurt more and more as the day went on, and he found himself leaning to his left, off balance, as he rode. Several times he was nearly unhorsed, but somehow he always prevailed. The crowd buzzed with speculation. Who was this knight? Sir Lancelot had given his name only as the Unknown. But by the end of the first day, all Camelot was talking about the Knight of the Pillow. Lady Elaine, watching from the stands, cheered delightedly at every victory, and in her excitement told the ladies sitting beside her that the Knight of the Pillow was wearing her token. At once, she was almost as celebrated as Sir Lancelot, which she rather enjoyed. As for Sir Lavaine, he did very well too, though few noticed. Having arrived together, Sir Lancelot and Sir Lavaine had been assigned to share a tent, and at the end of the first day, Sir Lancelot could hardly wait to collapse, exhausted, on his cot there. He was much weaker than he had thought. Sir Lavaine left him to rest and went out for an evening stroll, but he very soon returned, a stormy expression on his face. "Congratulations, Sir John," he said upon entering the tent. "On what?" asked Sir Lancelot. "On your upcoming marriage," replied Sir Lavaine. "My what?" "Don't you know? It's all over the camp that you love Elaine, the Lady of Shalott, and that the two of you are to be married after the tournament." Sir Lancelot gaped at him. "Who said such a thing?" "Everyone says such a thing, Sir John. I hope you'll both be very happy." "But Sir Lavaine," Sir Lancelot protested, "I don't really love—" "You aren't going to break Elaine's heart, are you?" snapped Sir Lavaine angrily. Sir Lancelot lapsed into silence. He knew how rumors could fly at court, and he was sure that this whole story had been built up from that silly token. Elaine didn't love him. He had an idea that she loved someone else. But what a muddle it all was. "Welcome, O knights," called out King Arthur the next morning, the final day of the tournament. This day was to be a mock battle in which all the best knights from the first day rode into a field and fought. The rules weren't difficult. The last knight, still on his horse, won. "So far," King Arthur continued, "the best knight has been the Knight of the Pillow, but today we will see if he shall prove the winner." Then the king smiled. "But if what I hear is true, then you shall be a winner either way, O knight, for I hear that after the games, the knight who wears that token is to marry the beautiful Lady of Shalott." The knights applauded, The lady sighed, and Sir Levan gave a snort. But Sir Lancelot was watching Lady Elaine, whose eyes widened with dismay. Now Sir Lancelot knew he had been right. Lady Elaine had never said any such thing. Then the contest began, and Sir Lancelot had no time to think of anything but defending himself. For, of course, all the other knights were trying to unhorse the one who had won the first day. Again and again, he narrowly escaped attacks, but he knew it couldn't last forever. He could feel himself weakening as the battle went on, and despite his pillow, his wound hurt awfully. He knew he had been foolish to enter the tournament. The end came at last. He was cornered at one side of the field by 4 knights, and he could hardly lift his weary arms. He braced himself for a blow, but just then a shout came across the field. "Hold on, Sir John, I'm coming!" And then, with a pounding of hooves and a ringing battle cry, Sir Levan charged into Sir Lancelot's attackers. Sir Lancelot watched with respect as Sir Levan unhorsed 2 knights with his first rush, then wheeled and took on the next knight with his sword at close quarters. Sir Levan was fighting brilliantly, but even so, 4 knights were too many. He brought down the 3rd knight, but was himself unhorsed by the 4th. Summoning his last ounce of strength, Sir Lancelot raised his lance and drove that 4th knight to the ground. Then he looked around and saw, to his surprise, that he was the only knight still on his horse. "You have won, O Knight of the Pillow," announced King Arthur. All the court had gathered at the royal pavilion to watch the king award the prize, a medallion of flashing gold, to the winner. To one side, Sir Lancelot saw Sir Levan and Lady Elaine standing together, whispering urgently. The king raised the medallion. "Step forward, O knight, and receive your prize." Sir Lancelot bowed, but did not move. "I cannot, your highness." All the court, even Sir Levan and Lady Elaine, fell silent. "You cannot?" repeated the king. "No, sire," said Sir Lancelot. "I was not the best knight here today. You all saw what happened. I was lost until another knight rescued me by defeating 3 knights single-handedly. Please, sire, give the prize to Sir Levan." King Arthur smiled. "As you wish, O Knight of the Pillow." "And as for me," Sir Lancelot continued, "I will give Sir Levan another prize." With that, Sir Lancelot removed Lady Elaine's red token from his armor and took it to Sir Levan. "Now, Sir Levan," he said gravely, "you heard what King Arthur said this morning, that the knight who wears this token must marry the Lady of Shalott." "Oh," said Lady Elaine, blushing, "but I promise you I never said—" "Thank you, O Knight of the Pillow," interrupted Sir Levan. "I should like that." "You would?" said Elaine, her eyes shining. "Oh, well, if I must." King Arthur smiled at Sir Lancelot. "You are as gracious as you are brave, O knight. May I take your true name?" Sir Lancelot nodded and removed his helmet. All the court gasped. "Sir Lancelot!" "Sir Lancelot?" whispered Lady Elaine. "Heavens!" exclaimed Sir Levan. "Do you see what this means, Elaine? It means that you shot England's greatest knight in the— But, it was an accident," she said. "You don't mind, do you, Sir Lancelot?" "Of course not," Sir Lancelot replied. "It was a fine adventure. Just promise me that when I come to visit you and your children in years to come, that you'll leave your bow and arrows alone." And the Lady of Shalott promised. Maybe you can see that picture a little better. All right, friends, that was chapter 6. I will see you soon. I hope that you are well and that you're taking good care of yourselves. Bye.